For the layout and base mechanics of this game, we have the main deck in the center of the field, along with the banishment and discard piles on either side of it. Each player takes a dragon card which acts as your lifeline throughout the game, and the rest are disregarded. On your side of the field is an imaginary zone called the Tower. This is where your dragon resides and what your defenders will be protecting throughout the game. There is 5 defender slots for creatures to be summoned into in order for them to protect your tower, and at the start of the game, your dragon begins in an area called the passive or resting zone. In the passive or resting zone, your dragon's passive ability is active. Later in the game, your dragon moves up to a defender slot. This is when the active ability comes into play. You may have seen there the words AP. In this game, we use a resource system called action points, or AP for short. Action points limit the amount of actions you can take per turn, and you can do multiple things with your action points, such as drawing cards, casting spells, and summoning creatures to the field. Some creatures even have abilities that activate on entry or destruction. We have unique counter cards that allow you to disregard any action where AP was spent besides drawing. Those cards along with the counter card are then placed in the discard pile. For these counter cards, they can only be stopped by their opposite, so for Blinding Light, that would be Banishing Void. Most of those actions required 1 AP to cast or to perform, but counter cards do not use any AP and are considered reaction cards, which means they can be done on anyone's turn. Finally, the most important card in the game, the Dragon card. Dragon cards have 3 lives, and based on their position on the board, can tell you what stage they are in. Stage 1 is when the dragon has 3 lives remaining and sits in the passive zone. In the passive zone, they are not in direct line of fire and take up 0 defender slots. If your dragon takes damage when there are no defenders remaining, it will move into Stage 2. Stage 2 requires the dragon to take up an active role in the fight and permanently take 1 defender slot. Here, your dragon is more at risk, and you lose 1 defender slot, but you now get access to the active ability. If your dragon takes a further hit, it is now in Stage 3 and is turned to its side to take up 2 defender slots. It is still in active line of fire, and its active ability is still in use.